Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another reading, another twin flame reading. In this reading, we're going to be touching on or looking into the karmic situation as well as sharing some messages from the divine masculine. Some messages the divine masculine would like to share with the divine feminine collective at this moment. Okay, spoiler alert. Things are going down in the land of the karmics, okay? There's a lot shifting within these karmic situations, a lot coming to light. And I know you guys are probably saying, because I say this to myself all the time, even though I have no idea, like, I personally can't really relate on like a third dimensional level because I don't really know anything in my personal situation, but energetically, I can tell that, a lot of you guys, this is like a never ending cycle. It's just like either it's the same karmic where the divine masculine just keeps leaving and going back, leaving and going back. Or it's just multiple different karmics where they leave one karmic, they just bounce back into another karmic situation. And it seems like it's just never ending. So, whatever your situation, I feel like this is a major shift. And the reason why I'm saying that is because we keep getting a lot of major arcana show up for the divine masculine. In specific, we keep getting the temperance card and the chariot. Temperance being, balancing out those conflicting energies within ourselves. It's similar to the strength card. A lot of the major arcana cards are very similar in the way they mirror each other with their meanings. They all have very similar meanings. But the chariot also is about balancing the light and dark aspects within ourselves. It's also about, the chariot representing the vehicle of ascension, the Merkaba, and finding balance between mind, body, and spirit so that you can ascend beyond the earthly plane or ascend beyond perceiving just earthly things. Which is the ascension process. I feel like a lot of divine masculines have been going through the ascension process. A lot of them have been rejecting the ascension process for a very long time. But I feel like there is a strong portion of this collective I'm tapping into who are choosing to ascend at this time. They're choosing to do the work because they're so tired of suffering. Okay, and there's been a green light that has gone off for a lot of these divine masculines that the reason why they're suffering is because they keep choosing the path of resistance. They're not doing what their heart is telling them to do. They're not following their intuition, and they're beginning to wake up to this. Some of them are confused at themselves, about why they're choosing the path of resistance, why they've been choosing to resist, why they've been choosing to go the opposite direction and do the opposite of what their intuition tells them to do. Because they haven't really had a reason for it other than, it's divine plan, divine timing, and all that stuff. Because there are certain things that the unawakened masculine had to put the divine feminine through so that the divine feminine could awaken. But now that the divine feminine has awakened, there's really no reason for the divine masculine to continue going down the opposite path, okay? And a lot of them are realizing this. They're running from someone they love very deeply, and they can't put a reason on why they're doing it at this point because the feminine is not in that chaser energy anymore. So there's no repelling at this point. At this point, they're just making the conscious decision to go against their intuition for whatever reason. All right, sorry about that, guys. I had to find my lighter so I could light my incense there and get this energy circulating. But yeah, so the energy I was tapping into earlier, you guys know the drill. I'm going to go through my channel messages first, and then I'm going to pull the cards out. I couldn't record earlier because I was working, but I was just getting a bunch of channeled messages from the karmic or surrounding the karmic situation. A lot of you guys are dealing with someone who definitely has been dealing in darkness, black magic. Like, this person is very devious, okay? This is a very powerful dark energy a lot of you guys are dealing with, and that is why a lot of your divine masculines have not been able to break whatever cycle it is they've been in with this particular karmic, okay? This particular karmic is like, she's like the dark lord or something. And she's not really that powerful just because she doesn't really have the intellect to back it up. If she had the intellect, she'd be very powerful. But this specific karmic, they may be working with powerful forces, dark forces. However, the fact the fact that this karmic doesn't really have the intellect to carry a lot of these things out or carry these spells out, um, they don't really work as well. You know, they get the karmic what they want for a moment, but it's never anything lasting. I mean, like the spells they cast literally will probably wear off in like a few hours. Okay, so it's nothing potent, but it's enough to keep someone stuck in a cycle. You know, keep repeating the same cycle or keep a person stuck in confusion or chaos to where they can't make a decision. Okay, but anyways, a lot of these karmics are just pissed. And the cards I was pulling earlier as I was channeling this message, a lot of them are like out for blood. They want revenge on the divine feminine. They want revenge for whatever has transpired between her and the divine masculine that they are seeing as being the divine feminine's fault. Because as I touched on in the last reading, this person is very out of touch with reality, okay? They live in their own world, you know, things in their world happen for very different reasons than the things in our world happen for. Okay, they're going to perceive their reality the way they're going to perceive it. A lot of them don't want to see it any differently. That's why they're stuck in the cycle they're stuck in and they can't ascend. But yeah, a lot of them are dabbling in dark magic. If it's been the same karmic for some of you guys, this karmic has brought in, they've either paid for people to do these spells, or they're learning these things on their own in their own time. But whatever the situation is, you are dealing with someone who has some knowledge, some working knowledge of how to manipulate energy, or the fact that energy can be manipulated, okay? And they're trying to do that. They have been trying to do that. But the connection between the divine masculine and divine feminine is so powerful and it's so protected that this darker energy cannot penetrate it. It just cannot. It can delay, it can thwart, like it can distort it, but it can't obliterate it. Like the connection is just always going to be there. You know, it is what it is. And a lot of these karmics, they just won't give up. They won't give up. They're determined to win this divine masculine. They're determined to fix their marriage. They're determined to fix their relationship. They're determined to marry this person if they haven't been married. Whatever it is, they just have one goal in mind and they're sticking to that goal. No one's gonna take this dream from this karmic. That's as far as they can see. It's not happening. Okay, but little do they know, light always wins. Light drives out the dark, okay? And right now, karmics, if you're watching this, a lot of divine feminines, okay? Even if it's not your divine feminine within your connection with your specific divine masculine you're chasing after, divine feminines collectively are raising the vibration of this planet. We're shifting into a new age, 5D consciousness, right? And a lot of us are shining the light on a lot of the negative things that are going on within the world, within the relationships around us. Okay, the light is just being shown, and we're not doing this on our own. There are planetary alignments backing this. You know, Saturn was in retrograde. I think it's still in retrograde. So karma is here. You know what I mean? You're not going to escape karma. We're shifting, okay? And if you're not shifting into the higher vibrations, you're going to be wiped out. You're going to be exposed, okay? It's as simple as that. You either get on board or you fizzle out of the picture. So just wanted to get that out there for the karmics who are hard at understanding or accepting that reality, okay? And then also, you know, the karmic scales do need to balance out. You cannot act extreme in any manner and expect not to be met with the opposition of that extreme. So if you're doing things extremely dark, expect to be met with extreme light that's going to expose everything that you've done in the dark. So be very careful. A lot of them don't even know what they're playing with. Like I said, they don't have the intellect or the mental capacity to understand what they're really dabbling in, okay? All right, so let's get some energy on the karmic situation presently. Just an update on where the karmic situation is. Wow. Page of Swords, Temperance. That Temperance card, man, it keeps wanting to come out. Okay, we have the Page of Swords, the Temperance card, the Five of Cups, the Nine of Cups. And what I'm getting from this automatically, there's been some information shared, okay? This information has broken hearts. Okay, the karmic's hearts are being broken by this information, either being watched with this Page of Swords, or they're getting information from somewhere, okay? And, well, Eight of Swords at the bottom of the deck. They're trying to hold this masculine hostage, but what I'm seeing here is there's someone in this situation who's heartbroken by whatever is being learned, okay, whatever information is being shared, while the other person is being liberated. And that's what this Temperance card is. It's the balancing out of these negative and positive energies within this situation here. There's a balancing out, okay? This karmic is going to have to answer to all of the negativity they've sent out. This person could be stuck in their mind, trapped in their mind about something here, or feeling bound to this connection. And, oh, what a tangled web we weave, right? This karmic has bound herself to this divine masculine. She was trying to bind him. She ended up binding herself. And now she can't find herself or find her way out of this situation, this mental prison she's placed herself in. There's that Eight of Swords again. This karmic, like I mentioned in the last reading, they're so blind to what's going on. They don't want to see what's going on. They don't. They don't want to see it. I've never seen anything like this. I've never seen anything like this. We have the Six of Cups with this Eight of Swords. So someone's very stuck in the past. Very stuck in the past. We have the Three of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So this could definitely be indicating a third-party situation here. Or something that just never got off the ground is what I'm feeling like. There was an offer here, Page of Pentacles, to work together. Ten of Pentacles, Page of Wands. These are pages. Like, this is very immature energy. This is a start. But I feel like whatever they started never got off the ground. Okay? So this is like two people agreeing to like go to counseling together or something to fix their relationship. This is just an example. But never getting around to going to counseling, or going to counseling but one of the partners being completely absent mentally because they don't want to be there. And so the healing or the transformation of the connection never really takes place. This person is trying to control through emotional manipulation here. This is this is a tyrant, okay? This person is really trying to control this situation right now. We have the Two of Pentacles and the Three of Swords. This person knew this person was juggling, that they were dealing with. They made the divine masculine their everything, the center of their world, but this divine masculine had many options, even outside of the divine feminine. Okay, with this Two of Pentacles, this person was juggling. So this karmic was making this divine masculine the center of her world, while divine masculine was just, the karmic to the divine masculine was just an option. And not his top option at that, not his first option. There was something, it felt more of like an obligation to this person than anything. what does the karmic want to say to divine feminine? Because she wants to communicate. I pulled so many cards earlier. I pulled the Knight of Swords. The Five of Wands. Queen of Pentacles in reverse again. Yeah, and if this person does reach out to you to communicate, their intention is going to be a jab at trying to lower your self-esteem or trying to get you to question your self-worth or your self-value. The same thing they do to the divine masculine. That's what this type of karmic resorts to, because they have no real sense of self. They're very insecure, and so they try to make other people feel as insecure as they feel. Okay, so, and you're divine feminine, you're going to read completely through whatever this person sends. You're going to read through it. And, I mean, you can't be offended by someone like this karmic, because we're not even going to get into that. But divine feminine, you're not worried about this person at all. There's nothing this person can say to you that can possibly hurt your feelings. Let's go ahead, especially when you know the truth about everything. So what does she want to say, though? What does she want to say? Or he. I'm sorry, I always speak from the perspective of a she with the karmic situation, but that's just the way they channel this energy. Knight of Pentacles. Star card. That's interesting. You know, because when I pulled the cards earlier, she was hating on Divine Feminine because Divine Feminine was getting some sort of attention here with this star card, because it did come out in the animal spirit deck I had, the starfish. Because I asked why this karmic was mad, and the starfish came out. You know, Divine Feminine's getting some sort of attention or recognition here. And some of this attention is coming from the Divine Masculine. And so they are pissed. But I feel like now this karmic may try to come back. And the reason I even pulled those cards earlier is because I was playing with this deck here. And I got a couple cards talking about, here, temptation may lead you astray. Beware who you trust. Beware who you trust. And I'm like, what? Who do I need to be aware of? Even though I was just, you know, just shuffling the cards and those came out. Like, I don't take anything as coincidence. So I went ahead and clarified, like, who is this person? Because I personally don't know anything that's going on in my Divine Masculine's life. So I like, this is all just channeled information. If he did have a karmic and this is her, like, I would be completely caught off guard and surprised by the entire situation. But yeah, so she may be trying to come in with like an offer, maybe wanting to work with you. She may even may compliment you in some way. What does she want to say? We have Three of Swords come out, and it's in the reverse. I feel like she wants to call a truce. But it's like one of those half-assed attempts at calling a truce. It's like she wants to like formally let this Divine Masculine go because she knows she's lost in this situation, right? But she don't know how to just walk away. She has to make herself look good, or, you know, whatever. Like, maybe some of them are trying to like redeem themselves from receiving some sort of karma here, because we have the Eight of Swords and the Justice card. They may be trying to relieve some mental stress they have going on. Okay, that karma is eating away at this person. This is interesting. Oh my goodness. This person wants to apologize for delaying this union from coming together. She knows that you were Divine Masculine's wish fulfillment. She knew that the connection she had with Divine Masculine was not fulfilling. She wants to heal whatever heartbreak she's caused within this situation. But I feel like it's for selfish reasons with this Nine of Cups. Like I said, Nine of Cups in reverse. Let's get some fortune cards on this. Interesting. Utilize logic, reason, and common sense. And didn't we touch on that energy in the last reading? How this karmic is going to be doing a lot of talking. Okay, in her apology, she's going to be doing a lot of talking. And I feel like a lot of these karmics know that the Divine Feminine is very good with her words or good with communication. A lot of you guys are very logical, okay? Whereas this karmic is very irrational, very illogical. And so she knows that she's going to have to come to you, if she is going to come to you, using some sort of logic and reason. That emotional manipulation stuff is not going to work. This is just so interesting to me. A new relationship blossoms. Revelry and indulgence. Use your skills to aid others right under that. Yeah, I mean, this karmic here, it's almost like the energy of her just wanting to just give the Divine Masculine back. And a lot of them feel like if they just give this person to you, they'll be able to clear their karmic debt. That's honestly what I'm getting with this energy. Like, this person is finally trying to use logic in this situation. Like, they're ready to just take the L, take the loss in this situation. But it's surrounding them not wanting to face or deal with something in regards to their actions in this situation. This is someone trying to avoid karma. Like, it's like this person's trying to reverse everything they've done in this situation. This person's scared. You're trying to reverse everything. Like, they're wishing they could take back everything they did. All right. So let's go ahead and take a look at what the Divine Masculine wants to say to the Divine Feminine. Because Divine Masculine was definitely in his feelings earlier. I could feel a lot of them releasing or feeling like they needed to release something. Spirit, what would Divine Masculines like to share with the Divine Feminine collective at this present time? Coming together at the bottom of the deck. What does Divine Masculine want to say to Divine Feminine? We have the Four of Wands. Let me go ahead and clear this energy. Let me just skip the cards out. So I feel that karmic energy still lingering around. Okay, so first of all, this Divine Masculine is tired of running. They're tired of not having a foundation. And they're coming to the realization that it's their fault. This person wanted love, or they kept acting like they wanted love, or saying they wanted love, a true love. But they could never stay put. They could never put the time, energy, and effort into building an actual foundation. When things got rough, this person just ran off. There was no stability here. No stability whatsoever. We have the Tower at the bottom of the deck, though. This person wants you to know that they're facing the consequences of their actions. We have this Temperance again. Balance. This Tower is coming in to balance this situation out. Divine Feminine was not treated fairly in this situation at all. And again, it's not personal. This is karma that Divine Feminine had to work through. Okay, this is karma for Divine Feminine, and it's karma for the Divine Masculine. Everybody has to go through karma at some point. So, you know, it's not personal. But the scales are coming in to balance everything back out. Dreams coming true, which would be the Nine of Cups and the sacral chakra here. Okay, so this person is strongly desiring you sexually, and we have the Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck with the Ace of this is Ace of Wands or Ace of Pentacles. I believe this is Ace of Pentacles. And the Moon card under that with the Sun card. This is Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine energy here. So yeah, I feel like this person is shining light on their darker aspects here. This person is no longer running away from their shadow. They're wanting to do the work now because they realize that not confronting their shadow is what has been keeping them stagnant in every area or aspect of their life. They haven't been able to move forward. They haven't been able to establish anything solid and worthwhile because they've been running from themselves. Okay, they don't handle their problems. They run from their problems. But this person sexually is desiring you a lot. We have the Three of Wands as well. So we have 3, 4, and 5. So like I said, take the lead is here. This person is wanting to take the lead in this situation. They're wanting to create something stable. They're wanting to confront these challenging times. They're not wanting to run away anymore. Nine of Cups, they see you as their wish fulfillment. They desire you sexually. They're connecting to you sexually, telepathically. They feel this connection to you. They feel you energetically. This person may have like a lot of dreams of being intimate with you, you know, and it would feel like a dream come true if this person got to lay their hands on you again. Honestly, is how they're seeing it or feeling about it. Third eye chakra there. Yeah, this is definitely telepathic communication going on here. We have the Chariot at the bottom of the deck. This is ascension, okay? And I'm also getting like Kundalini rising energy from this sacral chakra here. which is all about this awakening here, this ascension process. Move, it says. This person is beginning to see the error in their ways, and they're beginning to see the truth in a lot of what you've said to them, Divine Feminine. It's like this person can't hide from the truth anymore. The truth has been put out there in plain sight for this person to see, and they just cannot deny it anymore. They've been feeling this way for a long time, and they've been ignoring it because they thought that what they were doing was the right thing to do in this situation by leaving you and pursuing this karmic situation, whatever the karmic situation was in your circumstance. It doesn't have to always be a romantic connection. Karmic is just karmic energies. When you're low vibing, you're attracted to karmic energies, okay? But this person is beginning to see through what they've been attaching themselves to, what they've been allowing to occur within their life, and why they haven't been able to get ahead or expand, move forward. The divine has been keeping this person stuck purposely until this person opened their eyes to what they were doing. Because when you're on a divine path, and I said this time and time again, the divine is not going to make your path easy. They're not. Okay, you're meant to wake up in this lifetime. You're going to go through struggle after struggle until you learn the lessons and choose to ascend beyond the earthly plane, beyond seeing just third dimensional. Until that happens, until you raise your vibration, you're not going to manifest what you're trying to manifest. This person was trying to manifest a lot of things into their life, and those things failed miserably because this person wasn't on the right path. And I feel like this person is coming to that realization that they can't cheat their way to the top. It's not going to work that way. Especially if they're not handling their problems, especially if they're breaking hearts or leading people on along the way. How is this divine masculine seeing divine feminine right now? How is he seeing the divine feminine? Seven of Cups. So look like to set the bottom of the deck. He definitely sees you in your power. You could be in the spotlight. You could be getting a lot of attention. And so this person may feel like you have a lot of options. Whether it's in career, relationships, or whatever it is, they feel like you have a lot of options. How is this divine masculine seeing divine feminine? We have the Hangman, rest and reconsider, and the Fool card. The Fool card. Hangman with the Fool card. Refusing to see. We have the Two of Swords at the bottom of the deck. I feel in some respect, I feel like this divine masculine felt like you were being foolish in this connection. You were allowing it to make you stagnant. Some of them, I feel like, are still seeing that within you, but I honestly feel like this person is now understanding where you were coming from, okay? Because we have seek the truth under this refusing to see. They didn't really know what was going on or why you were acting the way you were acting towards them, right? I also feel like the way they're seeing you, let's see here, this is the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands with the Seven of Cups. I feel like this divine masculine feels like you've been working really hard, or you've been in a battle, like an uphill battle. Like there's been something in your life you've been tackling and you've been going at it alone. even though you have so many options. You know, you could have people, uh, men or women wanting to take care of you, offering to take care of you, and you stay true to who you are. You know, you don't just accept help from just anyone, or you don't just accept or settle down into relationships with just anyone because you're bored or you're unhappy. um, you're very resilient. You just keep pushing forward. And I feel like that's where this divine masculine was not able to understand you, divine feminine, because a lot of them didn't really have much to offer you, and they couldn't understand why you would choose them over whatever options you had. They felt like you were being foolish, that you weren't seeing this situation correctly, and they were projecting their insecurities onto this situation. They just couldn't understand why someone like you would want to settle for someone like them. We have the Strength card on there. Yeah, they see you as very strong and resilient. One for the Hangman and the Fool card. Three of Pentacles. All right. Let's get one animal spirit on this. How does divine masculine see divine feminine? Of course, we get the stingray. All right. So the stingray in this book, I'm glad I pulled it out. Says the stingray card represents a pivotal point in personal growth. The moment has come when the stingray must decide between the old, easy, comfortable, and familiar, and the new, challenging, uncomfortable, and unfamiliar. Pressure from family and friends makes this decision even more complicated. No matter what choice is made now, it's inevitable that this dilemma will surface again and again, as the force of Dharma growing within the stingray is too strong to ignore. When in balance, it's eager, it wants to grow. When out of balance, it blames others, quits. Bring into balance, moving through discomfort. But this is about developing confidence, sense of self, or spine. Okay, being able to stand up for yourself. So they definitely see you as this strong person here. And we know that stingrays are remarkable creatures, but you can, if you get too close to it, if you touch it the wrong way, it can potentially be fatal. Okay. So they're seeing you as very, very strong. You have a strong sense of self. You're very resilient. Like I said, you may have options, you may have offers, people coming in wanting to work with you, wanting to help you. And if it doesn't feel right to you, you're not afraid to decline. You don't feel like you're going to miss out on something. And this person wishes they could be the same. With the Fool card here, you're someone who trusts your intuition. And this Hangman card here is, I'm just seeing like you're very observant. First of all, the card says observe. So you're very observant. You see things from a higher perspective. You know, you see things differently than most people. But yeah, with the stingray as well, this person, like I said, may see you as having options, needing to make a decision. They feel like maybe if they come back, you know, you're in this Nine of Wands energy, you know, you're fed up. They may not be able to come back in and fix this situation between you two. Especially now that you have a spine, you have a sense of self. You've grown a lot since being with this person, and they see that, they know that. Joy and stability at the bottom of the deck. You found a stable position within your life. You're very stable at this moment. Okay, Spirit, what would you like to share with us as it relates to what's going to happen by the end of this weekend. The Magician and the Emperor. Like I said, someone is taking their power back. Okay, and they're saying, Divine Feminine, you have been an inspiration. Okay, watching you grow has been an inspiration for this person to grow. They're being strategic. We have the Two of Wands and the Seven of Swords. So I don't get deception from the Seven of Swords just because it's paired next to this Two of Wands, and these are both cards of planning. Okay, Seven of Swords in particular is about being strategic. Okay, but you have to watch out with the Seven of Swords, because if you don't plan well, you know, things could end up in a disaster. You know, you may forget something, or you may do something overtly that backfires, right? So the Two of Wands is about planning this escape. This person is planning their escape from this situation with the karmic energy. They don't want to be there anymore. World card with the Ace of Wands. There's a new passionate adventure waiting for this person when they close this cycle, okay? I feel like they've passed whatever stage this is within their journey for the Divine Masculine, and they're moving forward. They're going to move forward. They're going to leave this situation behind because it's not serving them anymore. Will they reach out to you, Divine Feminine? I don't know. Some of you guys may have already received communication, okay? But we have the Empress at the bottom of the deck and the Tower. And when I clarified the Empress earlier, I got the Queen of Wands. Not the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Swords. And that was the karmic energy, you know, how she was seeing the Divine Feminine. And that's why she wants to come in with clear communication to the Divine Feminine using logic, right? Because she sees the Divine Feminine as this Empress, okay? As the Queen of Swords. Very cutting. And the Divine Masculine has probably warned her of this, okay? Not being funny, but I wouldn't be surprised. This love this person has for the Empress has brought the Tower to this situation with this karmic. They can't erase it. They can't forget about it. The energy this Divine Feminine, or the power this Divine Feminine has over this masculine. And look, we have the Emperor and the Empress in this spread. Counterparts. That's mom and dad. But the love for this Empress, or whatever truth this Empress is exposing or help bring to the light, or just this Empress's energy is permeating through this Tower. It's bringing this Tower down. It's exposing the bullcrap, you know, and it's time. It's time. Last year was the year of the Divine Feminine, the awakening of the Divine Feminine. This year is all about the awakening of the Divine Masculine. Five of Cups. This person's going to still be in regret. You know, they're in regret for what they've done, what has happened in this situation. But I feel like with the star there, on top of that Five of Cups, this person is going to be healing. But there is a Five of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So I do feel like there will still be mental conflict here, and or mental or verbal abuse from this karmic person. So what are we going to close on? Let's see. Let's get one card of advice from the ancestors here. One card of advice for Divine Feminine, and one card of advice for Divine Masculine. Divine Feminine. I said one, they sure did give me three. Hermit, retreat and recharge. Stargazer. Set your sights high. Set your sights higher. Direction Guardian, choose your path. I do feel like Divine Feminine, you may be presented with two paths in the near future, and you're going to have to make a choice. So I feel like now is a good time to really go within and really get connected to your intuition, your your higher power, so that you know which way to go when presented with this opportunity or this this choice. And we have the She-Wolf at the bottom of the deck. Unleash the wild within. Let's get some advice for Divine Masculine. The Broken Arrow. Embrace the energy of peace. Trust in higher forces. Unlock the magic within. And we have Winter. Take care of your needs. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Wise One. It says, grow within your current situation. So, that's your advice, Divine Masculine. Trust in the higher power guiding this situation. Trust in your inner magic. Trust in your ability to provide for yourself. Embrace the energy of peace. How you do that is by accepting the current reality in which you find yourself in, and praying to God for the wisdom and understanding to make it through this situation. But always put yourself first here. You don't have to, because I feel like a lot of these Divine Masculines, or a lot of you Divine Masculines out there, you kind of put other people's happiness or well-being over yours. So you could be in a situation where you're suffering tremendously, but you're too afraid to speak your truth because you're afraid of hurting the other person's feelings. And that's not living. That's not doing a justice to yourself or the other person, because it's going to sting like hell in the long run by making someone believe something is what it isn't. You know what I mean? Because your heart isn't in it. And why lie? Why pretend? It's going to hurt everyone involved at the end. Okay, and I feel like a lot of you guys are finally seeing that. And now it's up to you to fix your mistakes, or at least learn from them. And the higher power, source, God, creator, the ancestors, spirit guides, way showers, archangels, ascended masters, whoever is working with you, they're going to guide you through this situation as long as you trust your intuition and you stay on path and you don't give up faith. Okay? The moment you bear away from that path, you're on your own. And I feel like you guys know what that feels like. That's just confusion. That's indecision. That's, stagnancy when you're not trusting your intuition. So that is just your advice. That's your warning, okay? For the end of this week or this weekend. So guys, if you resonated with this, feel free to like the video, comment down below, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. And I hope to see you on another reading. Bye.